Welcome to the January 20th, 2026 episode of One Cardinal, One Cub, and one beer that's not here.
No beers. No
Gosh,
beers.
beers.
I'm drinking Kool-Aid. One Kool-Aid.
One Kool-Aid, okay? Those of you who are watching us on YouTube, please remember to subscribe to our channel so you can have our information as soon as it drops. If you're on Facebook, please like us on Facebook. And if you need to contact us, you can contact us through one of our platforms, leave a comment, um, send us a message, an IM or whatever, or you can do the old-fashioned email, one card, one cup, one beer at gmail.com. If you'd like to support our efforts for anywhere from 10 to 5 to $3, go to patreon.com. You just type in that search bar, one cardinal, one cup, and one beer, and you will find us, and you can support our efforts, and that is greatly appreciated. JJ, how are you doing?
Vince, I'm doing good. People think we live in the big part of town, that we're high rollers. We're just regular people. We're just regular people. Our robot puts our pants legs on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. But
No. I do two legs at a time. I just
see, he's talented. I'm older. I'd fall over if that was the case. But Vince, I don't do this for the money. I don't do it. I do it for the camaraderie. We get together, we talk baseball. I get to visit with Vince and all you great ones that come on here and say hey every week. But every once in a while, I get gifts. And this week I got a veteran, John Recop, said, me and my wife thought you would like this. And they brought me a Stanley Cup. Now, this was given out at the Blues hockey game, but it's a tumbler, a Stan Musial tumbler. So they called it the Stanley Cup, which is pretty darn cool.
ah,
He said his cat got a hold of the top of the box right there. So he brought this to me, and it's pretty darn cool. And John, I want to thank you for thinking of me. And it's pretty cool. And it looks like this. It's got Stan's number, of course, number 6. Coca-Cola sponsored it, the Stan Musial. And it's got the old 1940s kind of logo there with Stan, what his autograph looked like. And then at the top, it also has, if you can see it there, it's got a Stan Musial autograph as well on top. And that is so cool. And I'm so proud of that. And I will use that. So I tell you what, Vince, I just love it. People always think of us and do that. And then we've got some big things coming up. In a couple of weeks, we've got the card show or a signing down in Caledonia at a Boys Dream Hobby Shop, and Al Rabowski and John Maybury will be down there. And then the next month, it's Spezio and Miles. And then in March, they just announced Edgar Renteria is going to be down there. Ooh. He's in for an event in St. Louis, so they got him to stop by. And, I've never seen where Renteria ever came to any of the signings because he's from another country. He don't come in very often. So it's just for like reunions and some things like that. So that's pretty cool. And so if you get down, I'd get down there and I'm going to be there. I'm got a lot of stuff for Al Rabowski to sign. And that's kind of what's going on with me. I'm just excited about baseball. Vince, we got so much going on. I know we're going to talk about the Hall of Fame. Today's January 20th. We're taping. And tonight is the Hall of Fame induction announcements. Just there's so much baseball in the news. We got so much to talk about. And just helps us get through the winter. Because I know days are starting to get a little longer, but man, it's getting colder right now. It's been really cold. But just knowing baseball's just a little stone throw away, it gets me through this winter, man. I'm so excited about it.
we are gearing up for spring craft shows, and I've been making some really dark humored stuff, and so
Let's see this.
I want to show you this first.
All
I
right.
have it framed already. Um, I just
Oh,
have skeletons playing baseball.
I love it.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I like skeletons playing baseball. So
I love it, Vince. That's very cool.
it's a little different. But
Yes.
today I need to get some items that are more that aren't so dark and with dark humor. So um, this I love. I haven't framed it yet, and I may keep this one myself. And this kind of encapsulates how I feel as I get older.
Ah,
Enjoy your
yes.
childhood. The guy looking out from his window,
Watching the
the
kids.
elderly guy watching the kids play,
Vince,
and
that's perfect.
that that when I was living in Kansas City, I was going to graduate school, and during the summer, well, I worked for North Kansas City School District as a bus driver during the school year, but during the summer, I would work on their paint crew. And one day, at this time, I'm like 22, 23. I'm not that old. I am painting out the outside of this school. It's hot. And these kids, like 11, 12 years old, carrying their bats, their gloves, they just stop at the field at the school and just started having just a pickup game of baseball. You don't see that anymore.
No,
And I'm telling you, at the age of 22, I was already lamenting the loss of my childhood. Man, that's never going to happen anymore. I'm there. I can't call up my friends and say, "Hey, let's all meet at Blair School and play." I mean, if there was only two of us together, we played Indian ball. If there
oh yeah.
was 10 of us, we played 5-on-5.
Oh,
Just uh just a memory that I have that was bittersweet because I realized I'm getting older. I'm in adulthood. I can't just do that anymore. And so being baseball has always been a theme of my life. As I'm getting older and as the realities of health and everything sets in, I'm watching my kids become adults, and I'm watching my grandkid who's already 8, gonna be 9 this summer. It's like life is going by really fast. I mean, whoever said that you don't know how fast life goes until you have kids, they were absolutely right. Once you have kids,
amen.
I just,
Oh
but
yeah.
yeah, that's going to be me one day sitting in a wheelchair hopefully watching some boys play baseball with tears running down my face.
I'm with you, man. I kind of cheated. I never really grew up. I played until I was in my mid 20s, and then it was softball and then wiffle ball, and I played wiffle ball all the way up to about early 50s, and then I was like, I just can't do it anymore. Like pitching 2 and 3 games, 5 innings each. You're like, I can't. I'd be so sore. I'd wake up the next day, and my hand would be like, it was like a claw. I was dehydrated. I was like, guys, I don't think I can do it anymore.
I
So,
I played softball until I was almost 40, and I knew when it was time to quit. Um, I hit a line drive into right field, and I'm running to first, and the right fielder bobbled it. And every other time I'd been in that scenario in my life, I just headed to second and was safe. I mean, it wasn't even close. And I hit the ball to right field. Right fielder bobbled it. I just round first, running what I think is full speed to second, and about 5 feet before I get to the base, second baseman just catches the ball and waits for me, and I'm thinking, that
oh,
happened. Oh, I'm just not nearly as fast as I used to be. So,
I
so
know.
that was the last softball game I played in. It was like I'm ready to hang it up. Uh,
I, I understand. I understand.
Now I do want to give a shout out to the University of Indiana. Did the Big Ten proud, won the national championship.
What a
Uh,
game.
One of the most feeble football programs in college football history. Turned it around in 2 years. And I think I said it last week or 2 weeks ago. I watched them crush Illinois earlier in the year, and I thought, gosh, Illinois played terrible. And now I realized, no, this Indiana team is really good. They did not play a good game yesterday, but they didn't have to. And they're playing in Miami's home stadium. So
Yeah.
kudos to them. Very
And
good.
the Indiana fans showed up. That was a sea of red. They took over the stadium. That
Yeah.
was so good to see. And they just played. I like a team that is disciplined. and the characters on the team, these guys that was just like you forget they're young. They're so young. That quarterback, I just love him, and that coach. They're almost like the opposite ends of the spectrum. I just love that team. They were so fun to watch, and of course Miami had tons of talent. I mean, I got to give them respect too. They weren't picked to get that far, and there they were. They played tough all the way and almost got it done. Almost.
Close, but no
Yeah.
cigar. Well, let's get into some transactions. The Rockies
Yes.
signed right-handed pitcher slash outfielder Michael Lorenzen. Um, Good move. And Michael Lorenzen, who he's lost his fastball a bit. He's not the pitcher he once was. But I'm curious how much in that with that weak Rockies lineup he's going to get at bats because I mean he is a two-way play. He's one of the only two-way players that you never hear about. You know,
That's
he's
true.
not Otani. You know, but he's a good hitter. He's a good pitcher. So very good. The Rockies also traded right-handed starting pitcher Bradley Blaylock to Miami for right-handed pitcher Jake Brooks. Rockies were busy. Since you don't see these too often, so I was kind of excited. Ooh, a three-way trade. Cincinnati traded Gavin Lux to the Rays, and they also acquired left-handed pitcher Brock Burke from the Angels, and outfielder Josh Lowe went from Tampa to the Angels, and right-handed pitcher Chris Clark goes from the Angels to Tampa. And I three-way trades can get confusing.
Yes.
And I'm not going to repeat it because you're not going to get it any better because it's a three-way trade. They're confusing. Uh, just know this: that Gavin Lux is now a Ray, and uh, the other guys are also on new teams. But Gavin Lux is like the big name.
Oh yeah.
Probably
Big
lived up
big
to his
Dodger at
potential.
one time.
Yeah, Dodgers gave up on him. Apparently, the Reds are giving up on him, and the Rays are taking a chance. The Phillies signed JT Realmuto. He did enter free agency, and then he just did the Kyle Schwarber thing. Okay, I'm going to go back to Philly. Very good. Speaking of the Phillies, they offered Bo Bichette 7 years, $200 million, and they thought they were going to have him. And then he spurned them for the Mets, 3 years, 126 million, which is a higher AAV, but he doesn't have the security of the years. Um, Plus, he has to play for the Mets, which seem to be a little bit dysfunctional.
Yes.
I don't know why he didn't sign with the Phillies. Um, I don't. He may have connections in New York or something.
I think he got opt-outs, Vince. I think that was the thing. The second and third year, I think he's got an opt-out if he chooses to. I thought I read that somewhere.
But
So
aren't
maybe the other team wasn't willing to give him
players
that.
wanting these long contracts for security?
Yeah, I would. If it was me, I'd rather get paid in the long run and have that security in case you get hurt or something like that. I'm with you, Vince. And the
Yeah,
Mets, I'll be honest, the Mets have all that money, but they're just dysfunctional. I know the Cardinals, there's not a lot of hate to go on a little side track here, but there's not a lot of hope for us this year. It's a new year, new players. We're trying new lineups and everything. But I think I like where the Cardinals are at compared to the Mets. I mean, they got rid of Alonso, one of the favorites on the team, and McNeil, and I think Nimmons, I think, might even be gone now. And they don't have any core infielders. They're having outfielders going to play first and third as of this minute. So as much money as they have, I don't think their minors are in that good a shape. And I don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you.
yeah. They're kind of a. When free agency first started in the 70s, there were some teams like the Rangers and the Angels who signed a lot of players, and they were still poorly run organizations. So they never saw they just spent a lot of money. And the Mets seem to be like that with all that talent, but they're, you know what they need? And I'm dead serious. They need Joe Madden. They need Joe Madden to come out there, do the petting zoos, do the uh
Circus.
yeah, the American Legion days where you don't show up until an hour before the game time, you don't take batting practice. he did a lot of stuff with that 2016 Cubs team to really take the focus off this we have to win to we have to have fun. And if we have fun, we have enough talent to win. And I think if Madden, and who knows if he wants to go into, I know he kind of left managing on a sour note that,
We need him. The game is better with him in it.
yeah, if someone like him was on the Mets and could do some innovative stuff to kind of loosen things up, maybe that would help. I don't
Could it
know.
be a Jerry Jones kind of thing where the owner is just involved in everything and kind of micromanaging, or somebody up in the thing? And Madden's a guy, he's old school. He likes to run it the way he likes to run it, which I understand. Bochy's like that, Tony La Russa, and all those kind of guys who have been very, very successful, all of them. But now there's this new age of doing things, and maybe they just said, I know how to do this. Like Jerry Jones has, man, the Cowboys every year, and I don't know. He micromanages them into mediocrity, it seems like.
Yeah. Well, I have no love for the Cowboys, so keep it up,
I
Jerry.
don't either.
Twins signed former Cub, former Brewer Victor Carantini to a 2-year deal, which I think is good. He's a switch hitter. He's a decent hitter. He can play catcher. He can play first base. He can DH. He's versatile and he's good to have on the team. So um, I've liked Victor since he played for the Cubs and kept up with him. Very happy for him. And this is sad. This is just a reality of baseball. The Braves signed Han Sung Kim 1 year, $20 million, and he's basically a very expensive insurance policy for them in case they need him, things don't work out for whatever. And now he is going to be out 4 to 5 months after surgery to repair a tendon on his right middle finger. And it's like, my gosh. So they have to pay him to sign him to that 1 year contract. I'm sure he didn't get hurt on purpose, but that's just kind of a sad story. It's a
You,
sad
the
story.
best plans can fall apart. You set up your lineup, you go out, you spend the money, and these are human beings. And I heard he slipped on ice in South Korea, and that's how he hurt himself. I mean, shoot, that could happen to anybody. So hate to hear it. I hope he gets back fast. And the Braves seem to just be got hit with the injury bug last 3 years, really
Yeah,
bad.
they've really struggled, and that could not happen to me because I do not go to South Korea.
Yeah, same way.
Happen to anybody? No, it can't. There's not. We don't all have the opportunity to go to South Korea every year like you do, JJ's.
Well, I can slip out my driveway, so it's possible.
The Rangers signed Jacob Junis 1 year for $4 million, and of course, here's the big one. Kyle Tucker to the Dodgers, 4 years, $240 million, $60 million a year.
Can't believe it.
I am stunned.
Vince, do you think this is going to be the final straw? Like teams are like, come on, we can't do this anymore. This is ridiculous. I mean, you basically have about 10 to 12 teams that can't. There's no way they can even compete with that.
Well, this is my philosophy. Neither the players nor the owners want. There's just too much money in baseball right now. They don't want to change anything. That's why I don't think there's going to be a work stoppage. But what I do think is that the players and the owners who are paying this luxury tax are going to be for a floor.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, these owners that collect the money from the luxury tax that the other teams and then pocket it like the Marlins and the Pirates. If I'm the Dodgers, if I'm the Yankees, the Cubs are going to be above the luxury tax this year. I'd be a little ticked off. I'm not giving you money just to make sure that you eat the best steaks in Miami. You're supposed to be reinvesting this in your team, and you're not. And like I've said on here before, if an owner balks at that, sell your team.
Yeah.
That's you're not cut out to be a major league owner if you can't handle a salary floor. They're making money hand over fist. Every organization is, even without a TV contract, they're all making their money. Especially when you got so many teams going to be over the luxury tax paying these smaller market teams. So, but back to Kyle Tucker, and I'll talk about this more with the Cubs. There are reasons I would not give this guy 60 million unless I was the Dodgers. And that is this. With the Dodgers, it's just like when he was with the Astros. With the Astros, Altuve, Beltran for a while, all these other star,
Korea's
yeah,
Springer.
yeah, all these other star players, and he could just blend in and hit. And great hitter, um, but he's not the type who can carry a team. I think that's one of the problems he had last year was I'm on this team and I am the focal point of the offense. And uh, maybe that got to him because he was so bad the second half of the season. But I think a team like the Dodgers who could pay him a lot of money and just put him in there and say, okay, we got Mookie Betts, we got Otani, we got Freddie Freeman, we got all this talent around here. Will Smith, we're going to score our runs. You just have to be another piece in this machine that's an offensive juggernaut. And I think he can do okay there. But to go to a team where he would be the complete focal point, I just don't think he's cut out for that. But I'll get to that a little bit later. Let me get to the obituaries real quick. Right-handed pitcher Ray Crone has passed away at the age of 94. He spent 5 years with the Braves and the Giants in the 50s, and his career record was 30 and 30 with a 3.87 ERA. And then somebody from my childhood, from JJ's childhood, left-handed knuckleballer Wilbur Wood passed away at the age of 84, and he played 18 seasons. He played for the Red Sox, the Pirates, and spent the bulk of his most productive years with the White Sox. Very interesting pitcher. Came up and was just a mediocre pitcher, pitching long relief, the bullpen, mop up duty, stuff like that. And then he crossed paths with Hoy Wilhelm, who said, "Hey, there's not a whole lot of left-handed knuckleballers. Maybe you should try that." He probably perfected the knuckleball better than anybody, with the exception of Wilhelm. And I will tell you why I think that. Um, he had a career record of 198, 164, a 3.24 ERA. And his peak years were 71 to 75. Listen to these numbers, JJ. This is unreal. He averaged 45 starts a year in that 5 year period. He averaged 21 wins in that 5 year period. He averaged 18 losses in that 5 year period. He had two 20 loss seasons. And in one of those seasons, he was 24 and 20. He averaged 336 innings during a year during that 5 year period. Very durable. And when I was digging into his stats, his walk rate was below during these peak years. It was below 3 per 9 innings. That's why I'm thinking he may be the greatest knuckleballer ever because he
Yeah.
had more control over his knuckleball than other pitchers did. He didn't have a lot of strikeouts like Phil Niekro through a knuckleball would get a lot of strikeouts. Just a lot of soft contact. And that's probably because as a left-hander, he's thrown primarily to right-handers who could see the ball a little bit better, but it's still hard to hit a knuckleball, so he didn't have the strikeouts. But I always liked Wilbur Wood. I remember his last few years with the White Sox, watching him on cable when he just didn't have it anymore. But what a guy! For the first half of his career, uh, just struggled. Then he went, learned the knuckleball, went to the White Sox. And I didn't know this. 1 year with the White Sox before, I think it was like 70, 69, 70, he had 21 saves. So I didn't realize he ever closed. But Wilbur Wood has passed away. and so has Ray Crone. JJ, tell us about the Hall of Fame.
Well, the Hall of Fame. I was coming home. I was waiting on Brody coming home, and we've got a really good class already. We've got the Cleveland Guardians slash Indians guy who covered him in the paper in Cleveland. He's going in. Joe Buck, and of course, Jeff Kent. They're already going in. Jeff Kent got voted in on a special committee. But tonight, we have two new Hall of Famers, and I'm so happy. I've talked around, I've talked to a lot of the different baseball fans, and I thought these two had a shot, had the best shot, and I thought I'll mention later one other guy I thought was, and he crept up tonight but didn't get enough votes. But the first one is Carlos Beltran, and Carlos Beltran played 2 years with the Cardinals. Quality guy. He killed us. When he was with the New York Mets, he single-handedly just whipped us left and right. But one of my greatest memories of Carlos, and a great switch hitter, if you look at his stats and all the other switch hitters, I don't have his stats in front of me because I didn't look that up today, but he rivals any other major switch hitter. I think for his doubles, home runs, all that, if you put all the switch hitters, there's only 4 or 5 guys that are in that league, and he definitely is a Hall of Famer. One thing that hurt him, as we know, he was involved. He played 1 year with Houston, and that happened to be the year where they had they cheated and won the championship. Came out later because eventually somebody on that team is going to go to another team and tell that team what's going on over there. So, and he got, I think he was going to be a manager, and they let him go from being manager. So he probably got hurt more than anybody out of that. Oh, well, Jeff Lunau hasn't been back to baseball. AJ Lynch had to set out a year, and then he got a job with Detroit. But Beltran had to wait a few extra years, but I'm glad to have him in the Hall where he belongs. And the second guy, I didn't realize this, that Andrew Jones also got into the Hall of Fame today. I didn't realize that Braves team was so good. If you think about it, I was thinking on the way home, they had like 8 Hall of Famers now. I don't know if they all were on a team at the same time, but basically you got John Sherholtz, the GM, you got Bobby Cox, of course, Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox. So there's 5. Then you have Chipper Jones, you have McGriff, and now you have Andrew Jones. And they only won 1 championship. It shows you can have 8 World Hall of Famers, and you still only got the 1 World Championship, and I'm sure they're happy with that. But I guess they thought they were going to win a lot more, but things happen. Somebody's just a little bit better that year. But Andrew Jones, Willie Mays even said he was the best center fielder he ever saw. He had like 9 years, Vince, that was as good as any other center fielder, up there with the big dogs. But defensively, I think that was his bread and butter. Top-notch fielder. People say one thing that hurt him was he stuck around. Now, Vince, if they pay me the league minimum, I'd stay as long as they'd have me. But his last few years weren't nearly as good as that first 9 years with Atlanta. And he kind of bounced around the league a little bit, but deservedly so. Big Andrew Jones fan. A lot of the Atlanta people, I have friends down in Atlanta. They're very excited that he made the Hall of Fame. So now, and I like that, a class of 5, 3 players, an announcer, and a reporter. So I think this is going to be I think the Hall of Fame inductions are July 26th, and it's going to be a good time. I'm excited.
Me and you both thought that those were the 2 that are going to get in, and they did. And I think Beltran was probably a first ballot, but he was penalized. And I think it was like, okay, you served your time in purgatory. Let's bring you up to heaven. Yeah. But for the life of me, I don't know what took Andrew Jones so long. That
because he wasn't, sometimes you think the best player on the team, and I don't think he ever was the best player on the team. But
for a few years, he was
you
probably.
think so? Well, I always think he was overshadowed by Maddox, Glavine, and Smoltz. When that team, that's who you thought of, but that guy was so good. And all 3 pitchers will tell you he saved their butt so many times. But you're right, Vince. I mean, golly, he was just a top-notch player, and I'm so happy he got in. I
Yeah,
thought I
with
thought
all
Utley had a shot. I thought Utley from the Phillies. I thought maybe he had a shot if you compare him to all the other second basemen that are in there. He's in the neighborhood.
yeah, I can do without him. Um,
He's too good looking. Get the heck out of here.
nah, he was a goon to use a hockey term. He didn't.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Um, who's needed? He shatter. Gosh, he
Posey,
slid.
Buster Posey, maybe or something. Was that him?
No, it was in the playoffs. He slid into second base, and
Took somebody out.
man. But anyway, I'm very happy with this class. So it'll
Oh,
be.
yeah.
It's always fun to watch the Hall of Fame inductions when there's people that you think, okay, this one deserves to be in there. Big Harold Baines fans because I grew up watching the White Sox and the Cubs, but no way I was excited to watch him being
Yeah.
inducted. And he was probably even a little embarrassing if he didn't belong. But hey, I don't belong either. But if they vote me in, I'm showing up and giving a
Yeah.
speech.
I'll eat the steak and talk to everybody.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, the if you play so many years in the minor leagues, and I don't remember what the number is, but you automatically become a free agent and you can be a minor league
Oh,
free agent.
okay.
And this week was that week that there's a million minor league free agents. So if you're bored or extremely nerdy like me, look at the transactions this week. There are probably 200 minor league free agents that went to another organization. It was like, my gosh. So, what else you got in baseball news?
Well, I got some good news, Vince, and I like this story. And okay, there's first of all, it's a very tragic story at the beginning, but the team ended up taking care of this guy. There's a guy named Rio Foster who was in a car injury, and he's in very bad shape. And the family didn't know how he was under contract, minor league contract with the Angels, and a reporter wrote a story about the team's not stepping up. He's under contract. They should be taking care of him. And the Angels came out and are going to take care of all of his doctor bills for the year. And he had a 1 year contract. So for that year, they're going to take care of him. And I think that's what they're supposed to do. I really believe that. I'm glad they're doing it, but I don't know. Basically, they're doing what they're supposed to, but I don't know if they would have done it without the reporter. There was a story written about this Rio Foster, who's in really bad shape right now, and his mother was so grateful to have that because there's no way they could afford the
Yeah.
payments for the car injury. So anyway, I'm glad the Angels are doing that. If the class moved, California Angels or Anaheim Angels. Um, let's see. Oh, the winter warm-up. It was going around for, I know the Cardinals, the Cubs, and the Reds were three of the teams that had their warm-ups this weekend. And this may be state of the game where it's at right now, but the Reds offered Ella De La Cruz the biggest contract in Cincinnati Reds history. Votto was the previous one, and this was a 10-year, $255 million contract. Now, to guys like us, that sounds like a lot of money. Of course, Scott Boras is Ella De La Cruz's agent, and just like Judge and Soto, they knew, hey, if I go free agent, I can make more money. But I applaud the Reds. This is a team. I want them to keep their stars. I want all the teams to keep their stars. It's such a great game, and when you have the fans can associate that guy's my guy. He's one of us, and I just hope they can come to some sort of agreement. 10 years, hey, that's security right there. But I think he knows he can go out in the open market and probably make a lot more money than that.
Yeah, and
So
I see him as a big market type player because he's got such a uh, tremendous
person,
personality. He's a presence. He would be the face of any franchise. I mean, he you love watching him play. He's just having fun. He's always goofing with runners on the base and stuff like that. He's just a fun human being, and so I kind of see I, I kind of see like going to New York or Los Angeles or Houston or somewhere huge. That would be like
yes, just
ideal for him.
Please, Ella, not to the Dodgers. Anybody but the Dodgers. Go to Toronto. I hear he knows 5 languages and he learned Japanese so
Yeah.
he could talk to Otani. That's pretty impressive right there.
Yeah.
I haven't mastered English yet. 5 languages. That's amazing. Well, we were talking about the salary cap. There's 10 teams right now over the salary cap. And the problem I have with the salary cap is the floor, like we talked about before, Vince. And a lot of teams do not spend. I think there should be a rule where you got to spend it on your roster, because a lot of teams like Atlanta, they're basically build up the neighborhood around the ballpark and have all these restaurants. It's sort of like baseball village for the Cardinals around the ballpark, and I think they should do that on their dime. That's me speaking. I mean, it's not my money, but I think they should take that money. And the Braves are a team. You look at their team; they got all this talent and everything, but they got players to sign these long-term contracts. They took chances on them, and it's paid off. A lot of these players are so good, but they've been injured. So they brought in Chris Sale and everything else. But there's 10 teams that will be paying, and the Cardinals are one of the teams this year that'll be receiving. Now, hopefully, when we get going and we can pick up a few players along the way, some veterans, maybe we'll be, we'll be in the middle at least somewhere in there. So anyway, that's one of those things. And then
As it sits right now, um, Kyle Tucker's going to make 60 million this year, and that exceeds what the Cardinals' current payroll is. So,
that's sad on the Tucker side and sad on the Cardinal side. But
man, if
I
I'm the
like.
Cardinals, I extend Mason Wynn. I mean, it's his decision, but I offer something sweet there.
I would too. I think he's one of the guys that's going to be the face. Hopefully, a poor guy who's hopefully here for years and years, and the fans love him. He just fits in so well. He is from Texas, but his girlfriend is from this area, so maybe that's keeps him in the area. You never know what's going to make a like Darby Swanson. I think he'd want to go to the Cubs anyway, but his wife plays soccer in Chicago, doesn't she? Or
Yeah.
somehow. So I mean, you never know why a player is going to in free agency go to wherever they want to go. And Vince, I always come up with some stats, and I have, we always watch the game, and it comes down to eighth inning. It's a tight game, and I don't care how good someone is, they blow a few saves during the year. Everybody. Well, I have, yeah, and you watch all the whole game, and then oh man, just a little blue pit or somebody bobbles the ball, and you're like, you got to be kidding me. But it happens to every team, it happens to every closer somewhere along the way. So I've got the top five. There's two guys on the fifth spot, the most blown saves in Major League Baseball history. The most blown saves. And Vince, you'll know all these guys' names. And would you care to take a guess? All these guys play now. Again, the closer is more of a 70s on up role. That's when it kind of came into vogue, having a closer on your team. So, would you care to take a guess at any of these six? Let me see. All these guys have moved around to several teams, so I can't just give you a team name because they played for several teams.
But it's got
Um,
to be players who played a long time,
yes.
and it's not an indication that they're bad closers because
No.
they're a
There.
great closer. You're gonna have more opportunities, you're gonna have more blunt saves. I will. I'm gonna throw out Craig Kimbrell. Is he on that list?
No, he is not on the list.
Okay.
This list is guys that play. None of them are active.
Okay. Um. Oh gosh.
I
God, the name's escaping me. The closer for the Padres came out to Hell's Bells. Hall of Fame.
No, he is not in the top 6 blown saves. I will
What's
say I will
wait?
say this: a couple of them could have been on our mustache list. A couple of them could have been on our mustache list.
Um. By the way, what's the name of the guy I'm thinking of?
Oh, Trevor Hoffman.
Trevor Hoffman. Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor Hoffman. I like Trevor Hoffman, second most saves in baseball history. But no,
Um.
he's not on there. While you're thinking, I will say this: he's not the top five, but even Mario Rivera, who is considered the greatest closer ever, had 80 blown saves. Now he's not in the top five blown saves, but even he blew 80 games. Yeah, that's half a season right there. Blown wins.
Boy, I I'm I have no idea.
All right, I'll give you a hint. Two of them played for both the Cardinals and the Cubs. Two of them.
Lee Smith.
Lee Smith is fourth with 103 blown saves.
Um, that would be either Suter or Eckersley.
Bruce
Um,
Sutter, 101 blown saves. Now he's tied with somebody else. The guy he tied with is mainly known as a Met and a Red. And
oh, John Franco. Yeah, he
John
pitched
Franco.
forever. Yeah.
Franco and Suter both had 101 blown saves, and Lee Smith 103. So now we're down to the final three. Uh, the number one is one of the most crankiest guys. He doesn't like today's players, but man, he was good.
Gossage.
Goose Gossage. Can I tell you? I know you're kind of Goose Gossage. I love Goose. I like him being cranky. He just looks like a cranky guy. Looks like he's ready to do a fight or something like that. But I like him. But he's got 112 blown saves, the most, and he's a Hall of Famer. Most blown saves ever. The final two guys, one has won multiple World Series and almost took Milwaukee to the World Series, or almost won with them, but he was hurt. Raleigh Fingers, 109 saves. And finally, number three, I know him as a Expo and a Twin. I can't think of any other teams he was on.
Jeffrey.
But Jeff Reardon, very good. 106 saves. And like I said, Mariano Rivera, 80. So that just shows you even the best. I mean, they can't, it's so hard. People are watching film on them. And Mariano Rivera had one pitch. Nobody could hit it, but he did get 80 saves. And the last thing I was going to talk about in general news, Vince, is what do you think about this? The Milwaukee, in the old baseball cards, when you got a manager, it say coaching staff, and there was three pictures on the side, maybe four. The Milwaukee Brewers now have 14 coaches on their staff. And it's almost like an NFL team. And they have offense and strategy coordinator. They have a pitching coordinator. There's a pitching coach, but also a pitching coordinator, lead hitting coach, a lead infield instructor, and two hitting coaches. They have 14 coaches. Now, I can't say anything bad about the Brewers. They have been so successful lately. But Vince, maybe this is a way of the future where there's these everybody. It's more refined, more. This is what this group does this group does that. It's almost like the NFL where the linebackers get together, the linemen, the special teams guys, and all that. Maybe it's the way of the future. What do you think about that?
And I don't know. It seems to me like there's so much potential for um, paralysis by analysis. Too many people in your ear.
Yeah.
There's also, what if two coaches have different or conflicting philosophies? Um, yeah, I'm not sure that I kind of, and I don't want to sound like the old man, but I kind of like the days where you had the base coaches, you had a hitting coach, you had a pitching coach, and a bullpen coach.
Yeah.
And, they, as far as a defensive strategist, they all knew the game very well. So they would,
And now you might need an extra coach if you had Leo DeRocher as your manager because he got thrown out all the time. So you had to have a guy come in and kind of take over. I think that's what a bench coach does. He's their second command.
yeah, and bench coach is pretty much that when I was growing up, I never heard of a bench coach. And it's probably been about the last 20 years they've kind of come into vogue. You have a bench coach, and sometimes I wonder, what does the manager do anymore?
Yeah.
I mean,
He does the media stuff, it seems like, after
yeah,
the game, before the game, and all
there's
that.
so much influence from upper management on what the lineup is going to be and who's going to play and stuff like that. That I mean, that's why Joe Madden got out of it. Just you couldn't manage anymore because everybody's telling you what to do. And I just sometimes wonder, what do you need a manager for? I just a media person? I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm with you on that, Vince. That seems like overdoing it. Maybe they're spending all that revenue from the people that went over the salary cap on coaches.
Like I can't fault Milwaukee because
No,
they they don't have all the money in the world, but they compensated Yelich, they compensated Cheerios.
Jackson.
They I know that they can't keep everybody. That's why they traded it away. They're probably going to trade Peralta away because they don't have a TV deal. They traded away Corbin Burns. They have to pick and choose who they're going to keep. But when they keep someone, they compensate them. So I wouldn't call Milwaukee cheap.
No, that's all I got, Vince, on general news right there.
All right, what's going on with the Cards?
Well, we had a winter warm up. I got three takeaways from the winter warm up. One is that the Wits are not selling the team. I hear a few fans, they should get out of there. They don't got the money and all that. The Wits have done a very good job here. They've owned the team for 30 years now. And, overall, I kind of think they let things go. It got out of hand with our minor leagues and everything. But other than that, we've had a lot of success. A lot of great players have come through here. And I think they should get the benefit of the doubt. So the DeWitts have been that name has been a part of baseball for a long, long time. The man who owns the Cardinals, I think his son's going to take over and eventually run the Cardinals. You see him everywhere, and his father owned the Browns and the Reds at one time, or was part owner of those two organizations. So that's a name that's been a part of baseball for a long time, and I'm glad they're part of St. Louis, keeping the team here. The other thing is Brendan Donovan. It looks like more and more like every day that he's going to be coming to spring training with the Cardinals, which I'm fine with. He's 28 years old. He's one of the favorites on the team. He's a very good player. He's won a Gold Glove. But they've pretty much mentioned they're not going to just give him away. They want something, and they want some of those young pitchers from the Seattle that they don't want to part with. I've heard Lars' name maybe mentioned in there too. But basically, I heard on a radio show that they said, hey, if you want to do this, let's do it. If not, let's move on. So maybe he might be moved at the trading deadline, but looks more and more like Brendan Donovan's going to come and be a Cardinal at the beginning of the year, which I'm completely happy with. And then,
Can I ask you a question?
sure,
He's the best offensive player on the team.
you think, well, Don Herrera and Burleson, I think last year, I think they had better years hitting than he did. I think Herrera and Burleson, and then him. But what makes him great. Like if you guys moved your second baseman, I think you'd get a lot more. I think he's a better player than Donovan. But the thing that makes Donovan great is he's versatile. He plays right, left. He can play second and third. He
And
and does a
not
very good
even
job.
30, is he?
28,
I,
2 years of control.
I
So,
don't get why the Cardinals would and I mean you've got to entertain if someone's going to blow you away,
yeah,
but I don't know why they would even entertain anything but a very serious offer because if you want to be competing in let's say 3 years, you want to be competing. I mean, he's only going to be 31. He's going to be in his prime. Um,
right in the middle of it.
yeah.
Yes.
And it's been a head scratcher for me the last few weeks when I keep hearing Brendan Donovan baby boo, and I'm thinking, why?
Well, I think we thought we couldn't, I hate to say it like this, but couldn't get rid of Arenado. We were going to be, he was going to stay on the team, and nobody really, I mean, I saw a stat out of offensive statistics for third baseman that had 400 at bats. He was ranked 28th out of 30, and Gorman actually rated higher than he. I think he was like 25th. And people said, oh, Gorman's been horrible. Man, Arenado just didn't hit. And the year before he didn't hit very well either. So we didn't think we could move him. So then, because JJ Weatherholt's coming, but now JJ, and then you got Wynn, and then you got Gorman and Sajasi, who I like Thomas Sajasi very much. So it's just going to free up a thing for these young guys. But Donovan can play left field too. And so I think that's why we were shopping him around because Arenado looked like he was going to stay on the team. But now that he's not, there's still room for Donovan on this team. And if somebody really, and we need pitching, we're trying to build this pitching staff that's going to be maybe a force here in a couple of years. So that's all I have for you, Vince. And I kind of like the direction we're going because Vince, just having new guys up there will probably be just as good as, I hate to say it, Miles Michaelis last year. Just that was brutal last year,
Yeah,
and
we're
Steven Matz had moments.
time as the Cubs because we can't face Michaelis.
Yeah, we got a shot to win maybe a couple games right there. God love him, and I love that he was a very good Cardinal and had some years and he ate up innings. But it was not going to happen. So anyway, we've lost three of our pitchers, and I don't think we're going to miss any of that. And the young guys are going to get those spots, and I'm excited about that. I really am. I think people think, oh, that's a Pollyanna way of looking at things, but are we going to win? If we kept everybody, we weren't going to win the World Series. We're not winning the World Series this year. But I'd love to see those guys go out there and maybe catch a little magic and be competitive. And anything over, to me, 74 to 79 wins, I'd be completely happy with this year with the way everything's kind of been going. So, but
I thought Michaelis had a pretty decent start to the season. He was pitching backwards,
yeah,
which a lot of older pitchers start doing. You use the breaking stuff to set up the fastball, but seemed like when the league kind of got okay, his pitch pattern is completely turned on its head. They started teeing off on him.
yeah, and he was throwing slow. And, I remember that game in Chicago. It just, and you don't want to waste the bullpen and be down a bullpen for 2 or 3 games. So he had to sit out there and take one for the team, and man, he did. And
Yeah, great, great personality.
great guy, funny, a good leader, but just sometimes it's time. So I don't know. Oh, we had the international draft too, by the way. The international draft, and the Cardinals took 10 players, and the main one, the big excitement is we have a 17-year-old from the Dominican Republic named Emmanuel Luna. Uh, all the experts are saying he's a top 10 uh, international player. He's only 17, so at the winter warm-up, they talked. What's he going to do? Well, he's still going to go to school, but he's going to play summer ball. And after he graduates, the Cardinals will place him in one of their minor league teams. But he's going to play over there in the Dominican Republic in a summer ball league, which the Cardinals have a team over there. And, work with them, get them ready. And you never know if we're not that good. He's an outfielder, big guy for only a 17-year-old, fast. So maybe he might be a Robin Yount or a Jackson Chirios who comes up early. I hope we don't have to rush him to the big leagues, though, because we've got a lot of outfielders coming. Church and Baez are right on the precipice of making the team, but now you've got Walker and Wright. You got Scott. He's going to have to hit this year. He's going to get his job taken away. And then Lars and left, and Donovan can play the outfield too. So those two guys are becoming, and they might be starting by all-star break. So look out. We've got some talent coming now, minor league talent. We don't know how they're going to do in the big leagues. And we took in the international draft, the Cardinals took, I said, 12 players, 5 outfielders, 4 pitchers, 2 infielders, and a catcher. And so we'll see what happens, but I'm excited about it. And that's Cardinal news.
Okay, with the Cubs, we had our Cub convention, and this is the 10-year anniversary of the 2016 teams. And we had a lot of players from that team that were able to come to the convention. Rizzo, Zobrist, John Lester, Joe Madden, Dexter Fowler, Kyle Hendricks, Jason Hayward, Miguel Montero, Pedro Stroke was there, Mike Montgomery, and people, I don't remember Mike Montgomery. He only got the save in the Game 7 of the World Series. Justin Grimm had a great season that year. Javi Baez, who was under the contract of the Tigers, he was there. So the Tigers were nice enough to let him go. And yet the Rockies wouldn't let Bryant go, even though he's not playing anymore because he's still under contract. Um, Addison Russell actually showed up, and he has not been in part of the organization in anything since he had his issue with domestic abuse,
Oh,
and then he went to Korea to play, and things just kind of fell apart. And hopefully, things through counseling and through just maturing, he's in a much better place. But he was actually there. Carl Edwards Jr., who also pitched that ninth inning of Game 7, was there. Travis Wood, Trevor Cahill, Chris Coughlin, and Matt Scherzer were all there. So we had great representation. Joe Madden was back, just a lot of fun. So I love it when they have these anniversaries for other teams. And finally, my team has an anniversary. Yeah.
that is so good because you never know, man. We're getting older, and it's only been 10 years, and you see these heroes of yours, and they got white hair, or or you're like, what happened to so and so? I know, man. But
Yeah.
congratulations, man. That's cool.
Um, Alex Bregman, he has changed his number to number 3 because he's looking for his third World Series trophy, which I think is kind of cool.
That is cool.
Uh, Jed Hoyer said something about Bregman and kind of without saying it said this is why Tucker's not here. He said that Bregman, his focus is on his teammates, and gave the example that he actually learned Spanish so he could better communicate with his Spanish teammates. He is also focused on winning, and he has a lot of strong leadership qualities that this team needs, which I interpret, a lot of people interpret Kyle Tucker didn't bring that. So that's why he's gone. And God love him, the Dodgers do or whatever. So there's also a report that has come from an anonymous source, which I think is a clubhouse attendant, that said that Kyle Tucker spent more time on his phone than he did on scouting reports. And that's why I said earlier, he can work with the Dodgers because he doesn't have to be the guy. I don't think he is the guy you want to lead you into the World Series. He's not John Lester. He's not Jason Hayward. He's not Anthony Rizzo. He's not Bregman, apparently. He's just, there are some things that are like, he's not Justin Steele. There are some things about his personality, and I'm not faulting him because, as an introvert, I understand where he's coming from. I fault him for playing tentatively on defense, and I fault him for uh, the second half of the season just not showing up. And there's sometimes it's like PCA, man. When he strikes out, he's going to throw his bat, throw his helmet or something. I like to see some fire. I never saw. I saw Tucker once, I think, kind of slam his bat down, but other than that, he just whatever. Um, Also, the Cubs announced at the convention their new Hall of Famers for the Cubs Hall of Fame. One of my favorite players from the 80s, catcher Jody Davis, who played for the Cubs from 81 through 89, former Cardinal farmhand. He's in the Cubs Hall of Fame now. John Lester, who pitched for us from uh, 2015 to 2020. Um, he's in the Cub Hall of Fame now, most deservedly so. And I'm in the Cub Hall of Fame.
Hey.
Well, my namesake, Vince Lloyd, radio announcer for the Cubs from 49 till 89. He has been posthumously elected to the Hall of Fame. I think he's passed away. But anyway, pretty cool. Hey, that's
That's a
that's named after. Awesome.
yeah, great week for the Cubbies.
Yeah, and there are reports that the Cubs are still interested in Zach Gallen,
What do
and
you
I'm
think?
like, why?
You got
That
a good pitching staff. You got a
it's
lot of pitching.
for Boyd, Tyone, Horton, Imanaga. Um, who am I leaving?
Cabrera.
Cabrera. Um, Steele when he gets back, which is going to be sometime in June. Steele, Assad,
Ray.
Ray, Ben Brown, Jordan Wicks. We've got 10 starting pitchers right now. I don't think we have room for another starting pitcher, nor do I want one, as I've said, whose ERA has been steadily climbing the last 3 years to where it's almost five last year. I know he's pitching in Arizona, but I don't care where you're pitching. If you have a 5 ERA, you're gonna have a lot of runs. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just rumors, but who knows? And that's all I have for Cub news. Um, but I have other news.
That.
We still have our old sponsor, Jeremy Connor. Comes a time in every man's life when he needs some advice on relationships. You need to listen to the podcast DMDR, which stands for Dating, Marriage, Divorce, Remarriage, from my good friend Jeremy Connor, the Dr. Phil of the Boot Hill. You can find DMDR on Spotify or whatever platform you choose to listen to your podcast. Welcome to Ray's Battle Royal, and we've already been told that this is an easy one, which is good because JJ and I are just getting older. We have fewer brain cells.
It's been a rough day. I need an easy one.
I have 9 brain cells. I counted them the other day. They've fallen out my ears, so I may be down to 8. I don't know.
All right, guys. The title of this one is Nicknames. And I got 25 players that have nicknames, and you guys, I'm sure, are going to nail a lot of these right off the bat.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just the nicknames of the players all throughout the years. I have 25 of we made actually on our TikTok group that I do. We made a list of 100 of them, and it got pretty tough at the end there because some guys were coming up with ones I'd never heard of before. I was like, oh wow, okay. But we got 25 of the most popular, and then I got 2 like bonus ones. They're pretty easy too, but I think you guys will get all these. So whoever wants to start, we'll go ahead and start. No,
you're the champion. You go first.
Well, I say,
I'm going to give the nickname, and you give me the player.
Oh, I thought we just give you the 25 best nicknames.
Nope. I'm going to give you the nickname, and you give me the player. That's how easy this one's going to be, guys.
Oh, okay. Well, Vince, since you're the challenger, you go first.
No, you're the champion. You go first.
All right. Let's see what he's so nice.
The first one wrong.
All right. Well, I've got a blank piece of paper here.
I got one too. Go ahead, JJ. We can keep track together.
So I want to show. Turn the paper over so I can kind of think about it and stuff. Do I pick a number? Is that what I do?
Nope. I've got a list, and I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down.
Okay. All right.
And they're not in any particular era, order, anything like that. It's just what I wrote down and how we came up with.
I'm long-winded, so I'll talk a little bit.
Sure.
Try to while I'm thinking. Okay. All right.
Sure.
Let's do it, baby.
First one kind of has 2 nicknames: the Babe and Sultan of SWAT.
Oh, you weren't kidding. I tell you what, probably my estimation, the greatest player that ever played the game. I know other people say other people, but Babe Ruth, George Herman Ruth.
Very good. Very good.
All right. Hey.
All right. Vince, you're up.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Say Hey Kid.
Willie Mays.
Very good.
Not to be confused with Willie Mays Hayes. Willie Mays Aikens.
How did he get that name? Did he always just say hey? Is that how he got it?
You know what?
Sure.
You know what? Some of the ones I've researched a little bit, how they got their nicknames, and some of them I haven't. I need to do that because that'd be some neat trivia.
Okay.
I mean, it's almost useless information, but I like it. So,
okay.
All right, JJ.
That. All right.
Here we go. Hammer and Hank.
Oh, well, Hank Aaron.
Right.
MC Hammer, a little side note, was the bat boy for the A's, and he looked like Hank Aaron, so they call him the Hammer.
Right.
So that's how MC Hammer. Hey, how about that? Useless knowledge. That's all I got.
All right, Vince, you ready?
Let's do it.
The Splendid Splinter.
Oh gosh. Splendid Splinter. I'm brain cramping. Splinter. Ted Williams.
Correct. Very good.
That's it. Very good. He knew. He's just toying with it.
I wasn't. I'm down to, I think, 8 brain cells. Come on now.
Oh,
I was looking to see if he was on my wall anywhere, but I don't have any of his stuff on up right now.
all right, JJ, here we go.
All right.
Jolton Joe.
Oh, Joe DiMaggio. I
Very good.
actually I think Simon and Garfunkel in Mrs. Robinson, they wanted to use Mickey Mantle. He was more of a Mickey Mantle guy, but they got it rhymed better. DiMaggio, I think, rhymed with whatever he put in the lyrics.
It did. Very good.
So there you go.
All righty. Here we go, Vince. Just need this guy's last name. Stan the Man.
Musial.
Very good. Very good.
Damn usual. U.S. Navy. By the way, his bobblehead this year is going to be a military-based bobblehead
Oh, is it really?
at the ballpark.
Oh,
yeah,
very nice.
So I'll have to get that one for sure.
All right, JJ, you're up, and here we go. The Georgia Peach.
Oh, owned a lot of Coca-Cola. One of the greatest base stealers, Mr. Ty Cobb.
Very good. Yes, sir. You're correct. All right, back to Vince. I'm just going to give you one word, and you should get this. Shoeless.
Joe Jackson.
Very good.
Fearless Joe. That's right. By the way, have you like the light up? I got baseballs in the background that light up.
You do? I've seen that. They're flashing
back
there.
Yeah, it's a ratings getter. It's going to spike the ratings right here.
All right, JJ, here's one for you. The Wizard.
Right. Oh, Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz.
Good.
One of the greatest nicknames, by the way. Just when you think they can't come up with a good one. The Big Jumper, you got the Wizard. There's some good ones. Right. Oh, I better shut up. There could be some of these on here. I'll shut up.
Could be. All right, Vince, back to you. Here we go. Iron Horse.
Lou Gehrig.
Very good. Like I said, these are easy, and I just want you guys to have fun with them. It's the beginning of the year.
No, this is good. Get us back in the mood.
Good. JJ, the Big Unit.
Oh, Randy Johnson.
Very good.
I never got to see him pitch, but I seen him. I always think of him with the bird flying across, or the duck or whatever.
Yeah.
It hits that duck. It just, my gosh.
Obliterated it.
Yeah, and the John Kruk at bat in the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's one for you, Vince. The Big Hurt.
Frank, I don't need Viagra Thomas.
Yeah, he is
That's
the spokesman for them now, isn't he?
That's right. Making the big bucks.
All righty, JJ, back to you. This one might be a little tough.
Okay.
Three Finger.
Oh, he was a Cubby, Mordecai Brown. Three Fingers Brown.
Very good, JJ. All right, Vince, back to you. Kung Fu Panda.
Pablo Sandoval.
Very good. Yep.
I get him confused with the drug lord out of Mexico. Pablo Sandoval and that drug lord guy. I mix names up a lot.
Right. I like his nickname, by the way. I don't know why. I just thought it was always a cool nickname to have.
Great nickname.
Yeah.
Great nickname.
All right. JJ, back to you. Here's a good one. Oil Can.
Oh, Dennis Boyd. Oil Can Boyd.
Good.
I liked him. He was a Red Sox. Skinny man.
He was.
Very skinny.
All righty, Vince, back to you. And here we go. The Crime Dog.
Fred McGriff.
Fred McGriff. Very good.
He was a Cub, wasn't he? At one time?
For a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Then went on and played for Atlanta for years.
Yeah. The first game he showed up, the press box caught on fire. Do you remember that? He showed up to Atlanta and the press box caught on fire because I was like, oh, the Braves got McGriff. And then they had a big delay that game. I don't know what happened.
Huh. All right, JJ. Charlie Hustle.
Oh, Charlie Hustle. Great nickname. I think Whitey Ford and Mickey Mantle gave him this nickname because he just was all out all the time. Mr. Pete Rose.
Very good. Yep. All righty, Vince, back to you. Mr. October.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson. Very good. Very good.
Love Reggie Jackson.
All right, JJ, here's one for you. The Human Rain Delay.
Oh, Vince talks about this guy all the time. He's mentioned this several times.
He has.
And I know this guy was a manager too. And I think I'm going to say, I've narrowed it down to a couple of guys, but I think it's Mike Hardgrove
Very
is
good.
is
Mike
the
Hargrove.
human rain delay. And I would not know that without Vince. I listen to Vince. I get my knowledge from Vince.
He has mentioned him on other podcasts, I think. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Here we go, Vince, the Sandman.
We may have our first one wrong.
Oh no, you know this.
I believe in Vince.
Sandman. Sandman. Oh, Mariano Rivera.
Very good.
I
You
knew
got
he'd
it.
get it. You can't
He
count
did.
him
He
out.
pulled. He had to
Just
think
when
a
you think
minute,
you
but he
got a
pulled it
pin, he
out.
puts that foot on the ropes. Yeah, that's right.
All right, JJ, this is kind of unfair, but we're going to go with the Mad Hungarian.
Oh, we just talked about it before the show,
We did.
and I love him. As a kid, man, me and my grandpa, we get excited. They would say, "Oh, he's throwing mustard out there." We get so excited. Al Rabowski.
Very good, JJ. Yep, that's correct.
I am going to eat a Christmas sucker that I still have. So,
Oh,
Wow.
okay. He may turn green.
All right, Vince, Big Poppy.
David Ortiz.
Very good.
Good nickname.
Very good nickname. All right, JJ, back to you. Let's go with Pudge.
Well, there's been several.
There has been, but
There has, and I sat in one of their lockers. I took a tour down in Texas, and me and my wife go, "Can I just sit in his locker and get my picture there?" And he goes, "Hurry up!" And it was, I would say, Pudge Rodriguez,
Very
Ivan
good.
Rodriguez.
Ivan Rodriguez. Yep, that's the one that we came up with too. All right, we're down to our 25th one here, or 24th one. Sorry,
24.
Vince. It is Catfish.
Jim Hunter.
Catfish Jim Hunter. Very good.
That nickname is so good. Most people don't know the name Jim. They only know Catfish Hunter. That's a great nickname, you know?
That is a great nickname. All right, and here's our two bonus questions.
All right.
I'm going to say the nickname, and I need this player's full name.
Full name.
Ready, JJ?
Yes, sir.
Yogi.
Larry Bear. Lawrence. Do I need middle name too? Or can I just
If you
go
know what
Lawrence
that'd be,
Bear?
if you knew the middle, that'd be
I'm
awesome.
not sure, but Lawrence Barra.
Lawrence
Yogi.
Barra. Yep, very good. His middle name's Peter. Lawrence Peter Barra.
See, I would have never got that.
All right, Vince. The Fly.
Jeff Goldblum.
I like that answer. What team did Goldblum play for?
Yeah, I don't know. The Dodgers. So, I seriously, JJ wins this. I have never heard of that nickname, the Fly.
I think it's just luck that I went first, because if I had that last, I don't think I would have got the Fly either. I'm gonna the Fly. I know the Ford Flash, but the Fly.
Yeah, this is probably the hardest one out of the top 30 in our list.
Man, Fly. So he must have been a fast guy. Or he stank. Had a lot of flies on him. Who would that be? I don't know, Vince. Do you have a clue?
I don't have a clue.
Can you give us a hint, like what era he played in, maybe?
He played probably in the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Oh.
I believe that's the era.
Boy. The Fly.
I'm clueless.
Yeah, me too.
Here's another hint. He's got 2 Z's and 2 L's in his name.
2 Z's?
Z's, the last letter of the alphabet, Z.
Z. 2 Z.
Mm-hmm.
Zazzo Lily.
No.
That's
a good guess, though.
Buzz Aldrin?
No.
I don't know.
You guys give?
What team did he play for?
I give.
That would give it away. It's Dizzy Gillespie.
Dizzy Gillespie played the horn. You mean
Yeah.
Dizzy Dizzy Vance or Dizzy Dean?
Yes, Dean.
Dean. He
Dean
was
had
known as the Fly.
that's what it said.
Oh,
I
Wow.
know
man. I thought Dizzy was his nickname.
it. That was one of his nicknames, but they also called him the Fly
Oh,
because he was fast on the bases.
oh,
That's what
okay.
our thing said.
Well,
But
I
anyway,
learned something every day. I learned
yeah,
something every day.
JJ,
JJ won.
retain your
He won that one
championship.
by a point.
I got a
But
foot on the
Ray,
ropes.
I don't know how to tell you this. I'm very disappointed that you didn't give us BB,
BB Richards. Yeah.
Lee
Well,
Richards.
there's our top. We actually, like I said, we made a top 100 list, and this is like our most popular on the top. We did a top 10, and people thought it was great, and it was too easy. So we're like, okay, well now we'll make a top 30. We made a top 50, and then we have a top 100, and those are all on TikTok under our top 10 sports stuff. If you look on there, just type in top 10 sports, and it'll bring it right up.
All right.
I
Well,
know.
JJ, you were the man once again.
But I think it's just because it was luck. If I was the last one, I would have never got to fly either.
You
So it just
have
worked out that
13
way.
brain cells left. I have 8. That was the difference.
All right.
Well, like I said, it's the beginning of the year. WrestleMania is still what, a month and a half away, so that
Yeah.
I'll have a tough one for that for you guys.
All right. That'll be fun. All right.
Yeah,
Ray,
and
thanks a lot.
you're very welcome. Hope you guys had fun with it.
Oh, yeah.
Always have fun with it.
All right, all right. Well, you guys have a good evening, and thanks for having me on again.
All
We'll
right.
talk soon.
Take it easy.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, thank you, Ray. Once
Oh,
again,
Ray, that was
he
fun.
defeats me. I lose on the fly. See what I did there on the fly?
Oh,
But anyway, it's a lot of fun. And JJ, I have tops 1989.
Ops 89.
The bubble gum. I can feel the bubble gum.
No bubble gum here, but I have 2025 Heritage. I've fallen in love with these Heritage cards that Topps put out, and these are based on the 1976 set. So that's today's players in the 1976 style of cards. So I got a pack of those.
Okay. Uh, I'll go first, being I lost.
I'm going to say you're going to win on Hall of Famers because I've got modern players, so that no Hall of Famers in my. I'll say 3 Hall of Famers for you, Vince.
I'll say 2.
All right.
And the gum is already shattering.
Oh man, that's a bad sign right there. There's
Yeah.
trouble in River City.
So, oh, oh. Hey, JJ,
Yeah.
do you want a t-shirt from Tops?
I don't know if they got my size.
$11.20. That's not bad.
Wow. Wonder what that is in today's money.
About $40. So. Oh, for the Mariners, pitcher Mike Moore.
Oh, I love Mike Moore.
Pitcher, yeah.
Solid.
17 and 10 in 85.
I take that.
In 86, he led the league with 37 games started,
Wow.
268 innings.
Wow,
Mike,
that's 85. You don't see that, man. Wow.
I have a Hall of Famer,
One Hall of Famer,
the Cub Killer Mike Schmidt.
Michael Jack Schmidt. My gosh. No nickname for him, but he's just great.
No, awesome.
Most of best hitting third baseman. And he was a great fielder too. Might be the best third baseman ever.
Oh, quite an athlete, yeah. And it was him in the National League and in the American League, George Brett. They were both so good. For the Dodgers, we have Dave Anderson.
Oh yeah. That's
Dave
Dave Anderson. Nice career.
Oh, the old knuckleballer, not Wilbur Wood.
Oh,
The old
okay.
knuckleballer for the Rangers, Charlie Howe.
He was the very first pitcher for the Florida Marlins. He opened up their first season.
Yeah.
By the way, there's a patch. Toronto has a 50th anniversary patch. I remember when Toronto came into the league. 50 years. We're the old man looking out the window right now.
We are. We are. Um, for the Dodgers, this is his rookie card. He's the tops all rookie team. Good pitcher. Also pitched for the Mariners in the playoffs. Tim Belcher.
Oh yeah, Cincinnati Red too.
Yeah, yeah. For the Yankees, very good utility player, infielder, Bobby Meacham.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Oh, here's one of my favorite pitchers. This is before he put on all the weight. Pitching for the Blue Jays. He also pitched for the Yankees and the Reds. And a complete rebel, we have David Wells.
Oh yeah, Boomer. I think he
Boomer.
went by Boomer. He'd fight at the bar. He'd go out there half kind of with a hangover and throw a no hitter. He was something else.
Number one draft pick, uh, pitcher Billy Bean. Not to be confused with
Oh, not
the
that.
Athletics
Oh, okay.
Billy Bean.
Not that.
Very good.
Do you think Billy Bean ever be in the Hall of Fame? Big. No. Okay.
If you look at his record, yeah, his prime years. He had Hudson, Zito, um, and Mulder.
Giambi was down there too. Yeah.
Yeah, the pitching staff was great, and when you look at the down years, and
Yeah.
everybody's caught up with the Moneyball thing. Everybody doing it, whatever. Uh, Outfielder for the Cubs, Darren Jackson.
Don't know.
Yeah, I remember him. Outfielder for the Royals, who finished his career with the Cubs, the fastest guy that they have ever played the game, Willie Wilson.
Oh, he sure was. Great stolen base guy.
Oh, the father of David Bell, the son of Gus Bell. We have Buddy Bell.
Great player. Good manager.
Baseman and good manager, yeah. Second Hall of Famer. He's my man. Want to take a guess?
Ryan Sandberg?
Rhino, yes.
Rhino! Love Rhino. I can't wait to go back to Wrigley and see his statue. I wasn't there when I was there last time.
Yeah, yeah. For the Yankees, we have outfielder Luis Aguayo. I remember the name, and that's about it.
Same here. Same here.
For Pittsburgh, we have pitcher Jim Gott.
I remember him.
Yeah, and I remember later in his career, he changed his name to Jim Had.
I did not see that one coming.
Oh, All-Star American League Twins pitcher, World Series hero Frank Sweet Music Viola.
Oh, he made life rough for us in 87 or 85. No, 87. It was 87.
In 87, he had 24 victories.
Him and Blind Lovin' at the top of that rotation.
Yeah, a lot of great memories.
Oh, yeah. I
That's
remember
my
Tom.
card. Two Hall of Famers.
All right. Well, this is current players in the 1976 style, and there's only 8 cards in a pack. They don't have as many cards today, and they charge you more. The first one is a Yankee, Scott Efroth. Do not know him.
Oh, former Cub, Scotty Efros.
Oh, really? Vince, I didn't know that guy.
We traded him to the Yankees for Wisniewski, and Efros had a great season for us. I disagreed with the trade. And everybody was like, yeah, but Wisniewski could start, and Efros is a reliever. And yeah, it never worked out for Wisniewski. He's had a lot of injuries since he's been with the Yankees, and I don't know if he's with the Yankees anymore after last season.
Yeah, after last season, I don't know either. These guys were on the team at the end of the year. But as you can see, it's got the heritage marker in the front right here in the left-hand side, and the back of the cards look exactly like the 1976, even a little cartoon at the bottom. So I like that.
Yeah,
All right.
if you listen to Ian Happ's podcast, The Compound,
Yeah.
with Dakota Mekas, Scott Efros is on there quite a bit. They all grew up in the minor leagues together. So
Well, thank you. I'll check that out. I'll check that out. I wasn't listening to any other baseball podcast because I was listening to your Do the Monkeys on you guys' movie podcast. I watched that. It was very good. Now I want to go watch that movie.
it's a good movie. It's a fun movie to watch. Yeah.
So I didn't have time for any other baseball podcast. I was watching that. All right. A Kansas City Royal rookie, Noah Cameron. Noah Cameron, good looking guy right there. So we automatically don't like him, but it is his rookie card. And by the way,
got a ball stuck to his head.
yeah,
And he's trying to get it off.
he's got that gorilla tape or something on there. He can't get rid of it. That's illegal now, Noah. You cannot use that in the game. By the way, the local hero here at Tosi, Dylan Coleman, signed with the Yankees. So he's going to be going to spring training with the Yankees. So we wish him all the luck in the world. And Vince, this is a player you like. He's a designated hitter. Last year he was with the Padres. He also played for Baltimore. But Ryan O'Hearn,
Pittsburgh.
yes, and I think he'll be perfect for them.
Yeah.
Okay, a Dodger here. To be honest, I'm ashamed. I do not know he's an outfielder. They have so many players over there, but Alex Call, do not know him. So
Not ringing any bells.
It looks like a young Brett Butler right there. Rookie performers. I kind of like this. It's a rookie card. Nick Kurtz.
Ooh.
Hey, how about that? I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I like that. It's got like the little blocks like preschool kids have, and he's a rookie. So it's kind of a neat thing. That was not they didn't do that in 1976, so that's kind of a neat little thing they're doing there. Okay, an Oakland A, or I'm sorry, a Sacramento A. It just says athletics on it. Gunder Hoglund. Good looking guy there. I love the A's uniforms, but I do not know this guy at all. He's a rookie. The Tampa Bay Rays outfielder, another rookie, Cameron Misner. There he is, right there. I think I'm going to get me a Tampa Bay hat. That's going to be my next hat. Have that devil ray on there that makes sort of the T for Tampa Bay. And the last guy is he's a rookie as well for the Cincinnati Reds, Lewis May, right there. And so there he is. Classic Reds hat right there. So that's it for my set right there. You never know what you're going to get, but I like that Nick Kurtz rookie card a lot right there.
That's really cool. So
that's pretty cool.
Well, JJ, you got any big plans this week?
No, hey, I don't know if you've seen the weather report. It's going to be bad. I'm going to the grocery store Thursday night, coming home from work Friday, and I'm batting down the hatches. I'm going to stay in, and we've got the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship. And my son wants me to bet on him because I won $100 on the Bears game. I took the Bears and the points, so I had 3.5. The Rams won in overtime by 3, so I had a half point. I won in the $100. But I took the Bears. Everybody was telling me to take the Bears, and I did. But I took the points, so that's how I won that game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cold one this weekend.
Ooh, freezing and snow maybe too.
Yeah, I'm having my grandson Dominic over Saturday night till Sunday, so just kind of chill with him. Chill. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.